What if 2 minutes a day could make the replay of your worst thoughts quieter? Not by erasing pain, but by widening the way you see it. So here's the principle: the law of gratitude, the perspective expansion principle. Regular recognition of what is good in life reshapes perception and strengthens resilience, turning scarcity into an abundance of spirit. Decades of psychological research show that gratitude is more than just a slogan. Interventions from brief journaling to structured exercise consistently lift mood and lower symptoms of depression and anxiety. One of the very first experiments asked people to write down blessings instead of hassles. Those who counted blessings reported greater optimism and better well-being than control groups. That particular study launched much of the modern lab work on gratitude. So why does it work? Think of the mind like a camera with a zoom. Depression shrinks the frame to a tiny grayscale corner. It zooms in on problems, rewinds errors, and misses the rest completely. Gratitude widens the lens. Barbara Fredrickson calls this the broaden and build effect. Positive emotions broaden attention and thinking, and they help people build coping resources over time. Brain scans actually show that gratitude lights up areas involved in moral judgment, reward, and social connection. That explains why gratitude both feels good and strengthens our ties to others. But nuance is crucial here. Gratitude isn't a magical cure. Some gratitude practices give a quick spike in mood that fades if they're a one-off. And in some cases, gratitude can even feel complicated, like indebtedness, if handled kind of clumsily. I'll show you how to practice it in a way that lasts and avoids these traps. So here's one practical way to actually do it. I call it the gratitude trio. It's based on the 3 good things research, but tuned to interrupt rumination and deepen meaning. Step 1 is to write 3 things you're grateful for today, right now. Don't rush this. Spend 10 to 20 seconds on each. The trick isn't only naming something, it's briefly reflecting on how that thing made your day or your relationships different. Ask, why did this matter? Step 2 is to reflect with 1 question per item. Hot water for the shower? Because it wakes my joints and gives me a second to breathe before the day. My friend's text? Because 1 small check-in cut the loneliness of a long afternoon. Studies show that when people do this short habit for even 1 week, it reduces rumination and increases positive affect. That's the exact opposite of the replay loop that fuels depression. Step 3 is optional deepening. I want to share a short story. There's a children's book called The Water Princess. It's about a girl in rural Africa who walks hours each day for water. I read it to my kids once, and halfway through, I started to cry because I felt such deep gratitude for the running water in my own house. My kids asked me why I was crying, and I said, because this is a beautiful thing that we often don't recognize. So try this little variant. After you write your 3 things, spend a minute imagining your life without them. What if the faucet was dry? What if your friend's text never came? That contrast makes gratitude richer, less shallow. It helps gratitude become meaningful, not just a list. Use this once or twice a week. It invites perspective, not denial. Just a quick caution. If you're in active hardship or trauma, don't force this like a pep talk. Instead, start small. Anchor to a breath, a window's light, the fact that you're still here. And pair gratitude with action, seeking support or setting a boundary. If you catch yourself looping, try this 3-step reset. 1, label it. I'm ruminating. 2, do a 60-second gratitude scan. Lift your head and notice beauty, blessing, and small wins. Name 3 small sensory good things right now. And 3, take 1 tiny action. Stand, step outside, send a short message. It's a fast reset. Before we close, I just want to bust a few myths about gratitude. 1 is gratitude can backfire if forced or used to silence valid anger. 2, expressing gratitude can sometimes feel like indebtedness. That's normal. Just notice it. And 3, a big gratitude letter can spike happiness, but it often fades unless gratitude becomes a habit in your life. So be authentic. Use gratitude to widen your lens, not to cover up change that you still need to make. Try the gratitude trio for 7 nights. And if you're brave, do the water princess contrast once in that week. Then tell me in the comments, what did you notice about the replay in your head? Did it get quieter? Longer? Stranger? Share one surprising thing you felt grateful for. I read and reply to as many messages as I can. If this landed for you, subscribe. I make short, practical tools like this, grounded in research and real-world practice. Now, to help you feel it, I'll play a short song, Isn't It Wonderful, that weaves the law of gratitude into melody. Let it sit with you as you write tonight. Open the window. Let the few rays you can see change how you look at the rest of the room.
Monday morning traffic, tapping on the dash. Coffee's gone cold, radio's a clash. Red lights lined up like dominoes in tow. Isn't it wonderful? I got somewhere to go. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it magical? Life loves a joke that's a little theatrical. Every little stumble, every line I cue. Isn't it wonderful? I get to live it too. Yeah. Printers out of paper, emails pile high. Boss wants the numbers, I just smile inside. Deadlines was closer, grinning ear to ear. Isn't it beautiful? Means I got work to cheer. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it magical? Life loves a joke that's a little theatrical. Every little stumble, every line I cue. Isn't it wonderful? I get to live it too. Flat tire Friday, rain in my shoe, umbrella flipped over. Hey, what a view! Chaos with a chuckle, sunshine in the mess. Isn't it magical? Wouldn't want it less. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it magical? Ordinary days turn a little fantastical. Every little stumble, every line I cue. Isn't it wonderful just to walk it through? Yeah, traffic jams and coffee stains, deadlines, downpours, growing pains. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it true? Life's not perfect. What a perfect